Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, Otaku Sensei will be recommending the top 10 anime where the main character is a smart or manipulative person. And I want to give special thanks to Laura Grizzly for suggesting this video topic to us, and if you guys want to, you can also drop your suggestions/ideas in the comment section below. And before we roll into the kawaii intro, I'm morally obligated to let you know to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to be notified for future updates. Also, we've been partnered with Gamersupps, so if you guys want to buy waifu cups and merch, make sure to use code OTAKU at the link in the description. And it would be great if you guys follow Otaku Sensei on Twitter. Now, without further ado, let's kick this thing off. We kickstart this list with Magic Kaito 1412. 8 years after the mysterious death of his father, Kaito Kuraba, a slightly mischievous but otherwise ordinary teenager, discovers a shocking secret. The phantom thief Kaito Kid was none other than his own father. The former thief was murdered by a criminal organization seeking a mythical stone called the Pandora Gem. The gem supposedly grants immortality. Vowing to bring those responsible for his father's death to justice, Kaito uses the phantom thief's disguise, stealing priceless jewels night after night to find the Pandora Gem before his enemies can. In 9th place we have Lupin III. Arsène Lupin III, the grandson of the fictional gentleman thief Arsène Lupin, is considered the world's greatest thief, known for announcing his intentions to steal valuable objects by sending a calling card to their owners. His right-hand man and best friend is Daisuke Jigen, an expert marksman who can accurately shoot a target in 0.3 seconds. Although Lupin and Jigen frequently work as a two-man team, they are often joined by Goemon Ishikawa XIII, a master swordsman whose sword can cut anything, and Fujiko Mine, a femme fatale and Lupin's love interest. Although Fujiko usually works together with the others, she occasionally exploits Lupin's interest in her to steal the treasure for herself. Lupin and his gang are constantly chased by Inspector Koichi Zenigata of Interpol, who has made it his life's work to arrest them, pursuing Lupin across the globe. In 8th place we have Neuro Supernatural Detective. The series' central character is Neuro Nagami, a demon who eats mysteries. Because he has eaten every mystery in the demon world, he comes to the human world to feast on the mysteries offered by humans. As a demon, he does not want to make his presence in the human world widely known. He makes an arrangement with a 16-year-old high school girl, Yako Katsuragi, who wants to solve the mystery of her father's murder, which was declared a suicide by the police. They establish a detective agency and, together with former criminal Shinobu Godai and a sentient braid of hair called Akane, solves crimes to feed Neuro's appetite. In 7th place we have Zankyo no Terror. After a terrorist attack on a nuclear facility in Japan, the government is shattered by their inability to act, and the police are left frantically searching for ways to crack down on the perpetrators. Holy hell, hasn't this country suffered enough? From nuclear attacks in real life, idle anime, to the meddling SJW, give them a break. Hashtag leave Japan alone. Anyway, back to this professionally narrated video. 6 months later, a strange video makes its way to the internet. In it, 2 teenage boys who identify themselves only as Sphinx directly challenge the police, threatening to cause destruction and mayhem across Tokyo. Unable to stop the mass panic quickly spreading, the police struggle to act effectively against these terrorists, with Detective Kinjiro Shibazaki caught in the middle of it all. Worth mentioning, director Shinichiro Watanabe stated that the team went to Iceland to record the music. Talk about dedication and commitment to the art form. We take you back to an era where people used to talk funny and couldn't enjoy a cold beer after a long hard day. Set during the Prohibition era, 91 Days tells the story of a child that witnessed his parents and younger brother get murdered by the Venetti mafia family. Didn't know the Genshin character Anemo Archon used to be a mafia boss. After losing everything the MC holds dear, he leaves both his name and hometown behind, adopting a new identity. 7 years later, he finally has his chance for revenge when he receives a mysterious letter prompting him to return to his hometown. Obliging, he soon encounters the Venetti Don's son, Nero, and seeks to befriend him using his skills he has quietly honed for years. A side note for the dub fans out there, 91 Days' main character is played by Austin Tyndall, the same guy that voiced Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul and Karma from Assassination Classroom. In 5th place we have Battle Game in 5 Seconds. Logic puzzle genius Akira Shirayanagi and many others are plucked from modern-day Japan and thrown into an unfamiliar room. With shackles around their wrists, they are informed that no one will miss them. The world believes they are dead, and they are the new test subjects for groundbreaking research. The research in question entails abilities that can enhance a body's capability and bend the fabric of reality. Most are left quaking in fear, but Akira can't help but find the challenge exciting. Each of them is given an ability unknown to anyone else and is soon thrust into various trials. Nothing is off the table from fighting one-on-one duels to large battle royales, not even death. As the group comes to grips with the dreadful turn of events, Akira is determined to outsmart everyone standing in his way and unravel the enigma surrounding the mysterious organization. In fourth place, we have Tomodachi Game. Yuichi Katagiri has battled financial hardships his whole life, but has learned to stay content and positive thanks to his close circle of friends. To keep a promise he made to them, Yuichi saves up enough money to join them on the school trip. But when the gathered money mysteriously goes missing, suspicion falls on two of Yuichi's friends, Shiho Sawaragi and Makoto Shibe, who are in charge of collecting the payments. Although innocent, Shiho and Makoto take responsibility for the failure to protect the money when no one else comes forward. A few days later, Yuichi and his friends receive mysterious letters which trick each of them into meeting up. Upon arrival, they are ambushed and knocked unconscious. They wake up in a mysterious room in the presence of Manabu-kun, a character from a controversial children's show that stopped airing due to its malicious content. He informed the group that one of them indirectly gathered them together in order to settle a large debt. They are to play a friendship game, a series of games that will test the strength of their bond and trust in each other. As the group's faith wavers due to the growing number of secrets and betrayals, Yuichi must figure out who of his friends he can actually trust and ultimately discover the identity of the traitor. In third place, we have One-Outs. Owa Tokichi, a master of gambling and mind games, holds the remarkable record of 499 wins and 0 losses in One-Outs, a simple form of baseball that consists of only a batter and a pitcher. Visiting Okinawa, Tokichi's hometown, is Hiromichi Kojima, the star batter of the Saikyo Saitama Lycons, the weakest team in the Japan Baseball League. Dreaming of leading the Lycons to winning the championship, and in dire need of a replacement for their injured pitcher during a training camp, Kojima involves himself in a game of one-outs, only to lose to a normal fastball from the seemingly invincible Tokichi. Mesmerized by his prowess, Kojima recruits Tokichi to the team after narrowly avoiding defeat in the rematch, believing he might just be their key to victory. However, the greedy owner of the Lycons refuses to give him a decent salary, leading to Tokichi to suggest an unusual contract. Every out he pitches will gain him 5 million yen, but every run he gives up will lose him 50 million yen. With his fate now tied up to that of the team, Tokichi's fight to bring the Lycons to victory becomes yet another gamble, the very thing that he does best. In second place, we have Moriarty, the Patriot. In the late 19th century, the British Empire has become a global power. Due to the strict class stratification, the average citizen has little chance of successfully rising up to the top, where the despicable nobility rules over them all. After Albert Moriarty's family adopts 2 orphans, William James and Louis James, he learns that they share a common hatred for the corrupt British nobility, with William James calling himself a crime consultant. They scheme together to kill Albert's cruel blood-related brother, also named William, burn down the family estate, and then start a new life together aimed at using illegal means to destroy the class system which has plagued the country for centuries. While enacting an elaborate scheme to murder a noble who was hunting commoners, William James Moriarty encounters Sherlock, who was able to deduce a third party was involved in the murder. This piques Moriarty's interest in Sherlock, and leads him to frame Sherlock for murdering a count to test his abilities. And we have one of the new good isekai shit, the Eminence in Shadow. A boy in modern day Japan desires to be a mastermind who exerts power from the shadows. But in the process of training, he gets hit by a truck and dies. He reincarnates in a fantasy world under the name Seed Kageno. I don't know if I'm saying Seed or Sid, but we're going with Seed. Where he maintains a perfectly mediocre appearance as to not stand out but instead pursue his dream of manipulating from the shadows. One day, he stumbles upon an elven girl infected by a mysterious disease and cures her. Seed makes up a story, explaining that his world is secretly run by the Cult of Diablos, and his secret organization, Shadow Garden, are the only ones that can fight them. The elven girl, now named Alpha, joins this organization and begins recruiting new members. However, the stories Seed made up were actually true, but he believes it to be a total delusion. Seed continues fighting the Cult of Diablos under the alias Shadow, completely unaware that he is involved in a complicated power struggle. This video ends here, and I want to especially say thank you to all those people who support us through Patreon and channel membership. You guys are the best. Also, make sure to follow Otaku Sensei on social media for update related things, and remember to use code OTAKU at GamerSupps because their product is the best. Link in the description. We hope you enjoyed this list as well as got introduced to new shows, and if you did, then leave a like, and even if you didn't, consider still liking since it helps the video grow more. Share with your buddies, and like always, subscribe and turn notifications. Until next time, try to keep the comments section wholesome. Peace out.